So I believe that by far one of the hardest lessons that we will learn on our spiritual journey is knowing when to let go. Now, this can be a habit, this could be a job, this could be a relationship. And as we're navigating our journey, I think it's really important that in order for us to expand and grow and to move forward, oftentimes we have to make space for that. And in order to make space, we have to be willing to release those things that no longer match where we are. So in today's video, I'm going to go through a few signs. If they resonate with you, definitely leave a comment down below. Now, if you guys are interested in further advancing on your spiritual journeys, I do have online courses and guided meditations at Ignite Your Soul Self-Mastery School. We also have a private Facebook group that is free to join. In addition, I do have personal one-on-one coaching if you really want to take it even one step further. So if you're looking for more information on that, the link will be down below. But let's jump into today's video. The first sign that it's time to let go of either that job or that person is that you're unhappy the majority of the time. So it is normal for us, whether it be a job or a person, to sometimes be unhappy, right? That is completely normal. However, if the majority of the time being engaged in that situation or with that person leaves us feeling unfulfilled or unhappy, then that is a huge sign that it may be time to let go. In other words, if there is more pain than there is pleasure, it's a good sign that it's time to move on. The second sign is that whether it's in the job or with the person, you feel that you can't be your true, authentic self. So in order for us as humans to truly be fulfilled and happy, it's really vital that we feel free to be who we truly are. And as we embark on our spiritual journeys, a lot of us are transcending and releasing the egoic sense of self and stepping into our true nature. And that's different for all of us. So if we're in a job or if we're engaged in relationships where we don't believe that we can be that true version of ourselves, then it's a good sign that it may be time to let that go. And maybe that relationship or that job represents who you were, but not who you've become. So the third sign that it's time to move on or let go is that you don't feel that you're being respected. So this is really key, but it's really interesting how many of us stay in either jobs or certain habits or certain relationships, even though we're not respected, right? So before we start on our self-love journey, oftentimes we're carrying wounds. And those wounds allow us to be mistreated, often because we're mistreating ourselves in some way. But as we start to spiritually evolve and we start to connect back to that inner child, we start to heal those wounds and we start to really truly love ourselves, then when we are in situations where we're not respected, we can start to feel the discord. We can start to feel that that does not resonate. And it's really important that we release ourselves from any situation where we're not respected, because the more that we have that mirror in front of us of disrespect, the more we reprogram our subconscious mind to believe that we deserve that. So I would say that number 3 is really vital. If anything, if you feel that you're being disrespected, it's always time to leave. So the fourth sign that it's time to let go is that it doesn't align with your morals and values. Right? So for instance, this is very common for many of us on the spiritual journey, where maybe we're working a certain job and we chose that job mainly because we were in our ego at the time. And as we start to spiritually evolve, and as I said before, we start to transcend the ego, we connect more closely to our soul and we realize what's important to us and our morals and values shift, that often our career choice changes as well. And the same can happen within our relationships. Now, the fifth sign that it's time to let go, and this should not be disregarded, is that your intuition is already telling you so. So there's a reason why you clicked on this video today. There's a reason why you saw the title and you thought to yourself, I need to watch this, right? So maybe there is a job or there is a relationship that you've been kind of feeling you need to let go of, but you've been doubting yourself or you've been allowing the fear to kind of, keep you involved in that situation. And so if your intuition has already been telling you this, then this is a huge sign, because keep in mind, we all have an inner knowing or an inner voice that's guiding us on our path. And so even me as a spiritual coach, when I'm working with clients, I really encourage clients to connect to their own intuition and to connect to their own inner wisdom, because those are the true answers, right? And it's important that all of us really start to create and foster a healthy relationship with that intuitive aspect of ourselves, because it can really support us in navigating these challenges that are inevitable on our spiritual journey. The sixth sign that it is time to let go is that the only reason why you're still holding on is because you're afraid of the unknown. And this is so common in relationships, whether it be romantic or platonic. Right? Sometimes we hold on to relationships and the only reason why we're holding on is because we're afraid of having to meet other people or having to meet someone new. We're afraid of having to let go of the familiar in order to step into what would be the unknown. Right? So even though we're not necessarily happy in the familiar, we don't know what the unknown holds. And that fear can sometimes stop us from letting go when we know truly that that would be of our best interest. And the seventh sign, and this could be one of the most important, that it's time to let go, is that by holding on stops you from growing. So this is really key, because we came here into Earth School to grow and evolve. And in the process of doing that, we came here to learn how to break free of certain unhealthy attachment patterns. And there are some jobs in some relationships that are going to represent those unhealthy attachments. And in order for us to grow, in order for us to break free, in order for us to be healthy, we have to be willing to let go of those patterns from our past. And sometimes those patterns are within our work environment, and sometimes they're within our personal relationships. So this could be one of the toughest aspects, especially when we're breaking codependent patterns, but it's necessary for us to be free, to be healthy, and to evolve. Those are 7 signs to consider when you're thinking about either moving on or letting go of, say, a job or a person. So if any of that resonate with you guys, definitely leave a comment down below and share what's going on with you. If you guys are interested in personal one-on-one coaching, online courses, or guided meditations, the information will be down below in the description box. But I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you soon. Take care.